On June 14, 2024, a woman appeared at the Red House in Malacca City, Malaysia. She wore a traditional Nyonya outfit, standing on the second floor, smiling and waving at the crowd below, fans shouting and snapping photos. This woman wasn't a Malaysian celebrity, but rather Fan Bingbing, one of China's most dazzling stars. She was there as the goodwill ambassador for Malaysia's 2024 Year of Tourism. But why would a star who once reigned supreme in China seek opportunities abroad? The 2018 dual contract scandal cost Fan Bingbing everything: her fame, career, and status in the entertainment industry. What truly happened behind the scenes? Could this be part of the Chinese government's broader crackdown campaign? I'm Elizabeth. Today, join me as we unveil the secrets behind this story. Born in 1981 in Qingdao, Shandong, Fan Bingbing came from an ordinary family. From a young age, she displayed an independent and strong-willed personality. Thanks to her parents' connections and experience in the entertainment industry, she quickly found opportunities to enter the world of showbiz. At 16, with her picture-perfect beauty, Fan Bingbing caught the eye of Chong Yao and was cast as Jin Suo in the hit drama Huanju Gege. This role catapulted her from a stand-in actress to a rising star. Next came Jia Yun, the wealthy head of the Bihai Yuntian Film Company, who financed her release from her contract with Chong Yao. He spared no expense or effort to turn her into a famous actress. The two were romantically linked for a time, and rumors about their relationship spread widely. However, Fan Bingbing's beauty and fame meant she didn't stay tied to a single relationship. She was soon rumored to have romantic connections with various celebrities, from martial arts star Sammo Hung to movie icon Jackie Chan. She was even rumored to be involved with Xu Jiayin, the chairman of the Evergrande Group. Whether the rumors were true or not, Fan Bingbing's associations grew more influential, and she continued climbing the ladder of career success and fame. Not limiting herself to television, she transitioned to the big screen, appearing in approximately 120 films. Fan Bingbing's rapid rise in the Chinese film and television industry was nothing short of meteoric, akin to a rocket soaring skyward. She signed numerous endorsement deals and even established her own film and television company in Wuxi, Jiangsu, under the bold name Wuxi Ya Mei Shen Film and Television Culture Kumit Limited. Fearless in her endeavors, Fan Bingbing took on diverse roles, from Wu Zetian to Yang Guifei, ready to play any character she desired. In 2013, she earned $15.4 million, surpassing Zhao Wei to top Forbes China's celebrity list. She held this position for 5 consecutive years. By 2017, her total income had doubled from 2013, reaching $33.6 million. Fan Bingbing famously declared, "I don't need to marry a rich man. I am rich." This was evident in her assets and ventures. Luxurious mansions worth hundreds of thousands of dollars at home and abroad, 10 Mercedes-Benz cars, a $2.8 million private jet, and numerous other investments. Altogether, her total assets amounted to over $420 million. Just when everyone thought nothing could stop Fan Bingbing, an unexpected event unfolded. On May 28, 2018, Kui Yongyuan, a former prominent CCTV host, suddenly posted 5 screenshots of several contracts on Weibo. Among them, Fan Bingbing's name was clearly visible. Kui Yongyuan declared his intention to expose the dark underbelly of China's entertainment industry, including the issue of Yinyang Contracts. The term Yinyang Contracts immediately became the talk of the town. Many questioned, what are Yinyang Contracts? This is a method stars and production companies often use to circumvent the law. The Yang contract is public and submitted to tax authorities, showing a lower amount than the actual earnings. The Yin contract is private, recording the full amount the star actually receives. A prime example was the film Cell Phone, where Fan Bingbing was publicly paid $1.4 million according to the Yang contract, but in reality she received $8.4 million, with $7 million hidden in the Yin contract. However, she only declared the $1.4 million to tax authorities. Amidst the storm of criticism, Fan Bingbing quickly spoke out. She asserted, "I did not receive the $7 million. My name is on the contract, but the truth is not what people think." However, her defense failed to quell public outrage. On forums, critical comments flooded in. Netizens: "A person earning millions in a few days and still evading taxes? Unacceptable." Shortly after, China's State Tax Administration launched an official investigation. After 5 months of probing, the tax authorities announced their findings. Fan Bingbing and her company, where she was the legal representative, were ordered to repay $35.7 million in taxes, plus $4.62 million in late fees, and a penalty of $84 million. Altogether, she owed $126 million, a staggering amount she had evaded. Once the investigation results were made public, Fan Bingbing became the poster child for law-breaking artists, widely criticized by all media outlets. Films and television programs she starred in were indefinitely postponed, and all variety shows featuring her were pulled. Fan Bingbing essentially fell into the cold freeze, completely ostracized from the entertainment industry. As her case dominated public discourse, many wondered, why was she the only one thoroughly investigated? Yinyang Contracts, a common tactic in China's entertainment industry, implicated numerous other stars and production companies. Even Yong Yuan, who exposed the scandal, had hinted at a famous couple with immense wealth. Yet no investigations were launched against them. This led many to question: was Fan Bingbing truly the primary target, or was she merely a scapegoat for a broader cleanup campaign in the entertainment industry? Yinyang Contracts, as a tax evasion tactic, also exposed deeper issues within the entertainment industry. Beyond merely helping companies and artists optimize their tax liabilities, they were used as a tool for money laundering and legitimizing illicit funds. Money from dubious sources flowed into the film and television industry, filtered through multiple intermediaries until it was clean and ready for reinvestment. Experts note that when a yin-yang contract is signed, the money doesn't stop at the star or producer. Instead, it passes through a complex network of accounts and organizations, eventually becoming legitimate for reinvestment into other activities. What's surprising is that while yin-yang contracts were not rare, Fan Bingbing became the center of an intense legal crackdown. As a powerful star with deep ties to politics and business, her sudden downfall as a sacrificial offering was shocking when her influential backers withdrew their support. Some observers believe the investigation's aim wasn't merely to address tax violations, but to send a strong message to the financial and political powers backing the entertainment industry. Fan Bingbing, with her fame and association with Yinyang Contracts, was the perfect example to set. Following the investigation, Fan Bingbing's career plummeted. She lost numerous endorsement deals, her film projects were cancelled, and her image as the Queen of Entertainment was completely tarnished by Chinese media. Many speculate that unless there is a major policy change or a bold comeback strategy from her, her hopes of returning to the industry are almost nil. Furthermore, the perceived injustice in handling her case fueled doubts. While the amount linked to Fan Bingbing's Yinyang contract was $8.4 million, reports suggested another celebrity couple had signed contracts worth $105 million, yet faced no scrutiny. They continued appearing on television shows and film projects unimpeded. This disparity led many to believe that Fan Bingbing was targeted from the start, with evidence and actions clearly indicating that she was the primary focus. Moreover, the logic behind Yinyang Contracts was questioned. In the entertainment industry, Party A, the producer, hires Party B, the actor, and is responsible for withholding and paying taxes. Whether the agreed amount was $1.4 million or $7 million, the payment should have been after tax deductions. Yin-yang contracts primarily benefit producers by reducing tax liabilities, not the artist directly. Given Fan Bingbing's fame and influence, it's unlikely she was coerced into such agreements as inexperienced actors might be. The question remains, why was she held solely accountable when the benefits of these contracts didn't go to her? Though this seems illogical, the reality proves otherwise, revealing the existence of unwritten rules or complex relationships that govern the entertainment industry. If the primary purpose of yin-yang contracts wasn't just to help stars evade taxes, what were they truly used for? To understand this better, we must rewind to pre-1970s Hong Kong, an era when mafia groups and underground forces thrived. The four largest gangs of the time included 14K, Sangguo, Nye Quan, and Sanny-on. The leader of the Sanny-on gang was Xiang Qian, father of Xiang Huaqiang, who later became a powerful tycoon in Hong Kong's film industry. At the peak of the underworld, Hong Kong had hundreds of thousands of gang members with networks influencing the police, smuggling, drug trafficking, underground casinos and brothels. These activities created a massive underground economy that was difficult to detect. However, everything changed when the Hong Kong government established the Independent Commission Against Corruption, ICAC, in 1974, to crack down on police corruption and control illicit income sources. As government protection for the gangs vanished, they were forced to find new ways to sustain their operations. The film industry emerged as a perfect tool for money laundering. Film production costs, which were challenging to audit, along with complex expenditures, provided an ideal opportunity for gangs to legitimize the vast amounts of money they earned through illegal activities. For example, constructing a palace-like set for filming could be reported to cost anywhere between $1.4 million and $140 million. These discrepancies were hard to detect because auditors often couldn't verify the authenticity of such expenses. To capitalize on this, mafia groups established their own film production companies. These companies were essentially transit stations for laundering money. Funds, under the guise of expenses for costumes, props, or production, were funneled back to the mafia bosses after being legitimized through multiple intermediaries. Ticket sales also became another channel for money laundering. Box office revenues were often inflated, showing large numbers of tickets sold, while in reality, theatres had very few attendees. The cinemas served merely as intermediaries to legitimize illicit funds. Yin-yang contracts became another common tactic in the mafia-controlled film industry. Yang contracts, public contracts listing inflated salaries such as 10 million RMB. Yin contracts, private agreements where the star received a smaller portion, such as 2 million RMB, with the remainder used for laundering money. These inflated salaries not only created a legal cover for illicit funds, but also helped film companies avoid investigations. The underworld's involvement in filmmaking wasn't to promote art or influence society, but simply to launder money. In mainland China, the early 2000s saw the commercialization of the film industry, heavily inspired by the Hong Kong model. At the time, many commercial films were joint ventures between China and Hong Kong. For instance, the movie Hui Wu, Taishan starring Fan Bingbing, involved producers from the Huangdi studio in Hong Kong. Hence, the origins of yin-yang contracts in China's film industry mirrored the money laundering model of Hong Kong. In Fan Bingbing's case, with a short working cycle, just 4 days to complete a film, she could earn $1.4 million while helping mafia bosses launder $7 million. Over 15 years, she participated in producing 128 films and television shows, averaging 8.3 projects per year. However, most of these films were unfamiliar to the public, such as Future Cop or The Rice Field. Apart from loyal fans, most people hadn't even heard of these films, raising the question, were these movies genuinely made for artistic purposes or merely to legitimize black money? The key difference between Hong Kong and mainland China's film industries is that the latter didn't just receive funds from mafia groups, but also from political and business platforms. For example, Zhao Wei was once linked to Zheng Qinghuo, the younger brother of Zheng Qinghong, a former Politburo Standing Committee member in China. Zheng Qinghua was a major investor in China's film industry and had close ties with numerous celebrities. China's film industry deeply integrates with financial circles and politics. These three elements form a complex network, with Yinyang Contracts merely the tip of the iceberg. The critical question isn't whether one participates in money laundering, but for whom the laundering is done and the depth of their ties with the powers behind it. In the volatile world of showbiz, where scandals and power intertwine, Fan Bingbing gained fame not only for her talent, but also for her solid protector, Mu Xiaoguang. As her manager and closest advisor, Mu Xiaoguang not only helped build her image, but also shielded her from harsh criticism and schemes in the cutthroat entertainment world. By 2017, Mu Xiaoguang's assets had surpassed $140 million, reflecting his massive influence in the entertainment industry and beyond. With his support, Fan Bingbing remained an A-list star and an unshakable icon amidst numerous challenges. However, times change swiftly. In 2018, President Xi Jinping's nationwide anti-mafia campaign sent shockwaves through China's underground power networks. The campaign targeted not only corruption, but also the shadowy connections between economic tycoons, the mafia, and the entertainment industry. Figures like Mu Xiaoguang could not escape this storm. The case of Fan Bingbing is not merely a personal scandal, but a revelation of injustice and abuse of power within China's political system. The government used her as a scapegoat in its crackdown on the entertainment industry, while leveraging media as a tool to tarnish her reputation and destroy her dignity, sending a clear warning to the financial and political forces backing the industry. While yin-yang contracts are a widespread issue, only Fan Bingbing faced severe punishment, while other artists and associated organizations continued to operate freely. This not only highlights the injustice, but also exposes the selective enforcement of Chinese law, where targets are chosen based on political interests. Instead of promoting transparency and fairness, the Chinese government exploited the law to consolidate power, turning an anti-corruption campaign into a tool of oppression. This action not only ruined Fan Bingbing's career and reputation, but also eroded public trust in the legal system, leaving the entertainment industry shrouded in dark secrets and unwritten rules dominated by power and wealth.